Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Final college basketball Saturday.
Regular season Saturday.
Regular season Saturday.
There's many glorious Saturdays to come.
There are many glorious Saturdays to come. March 8th, fellas. We gather here today to find winners.
Yep.
We have a full board from SEC to ACC to Big 12 to Big 10 to Big East. Loop, I'm shaking in my boots over here just thinking about the amount of bets that we're going to win today.
A lot.
How much money we're going to win
A
today.
lot. Especially early, dude.
Early.
I feel like
Wake
the
and
early
rake.
slate is begging for winners.
Literally on its hands and knees, ready to be clapped.
Correct.
And it truly starts in the Big East.
Yep.
But we have 3 two-leggers placed at 9 o'clock.
I think they're all going to win.
These games right here between Vandy, Georgia, St. John's, Marquette, Mississippi State, Arkansas.
Are these all noon games?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Kentucky, Missouri, and St. Francis versus Long Island.
It's going to be one of those days where you either start up and put the foot on the gas, or you get crushed early and then you're just scrapping and clawing to get back to even.
Yeah.
Both a good time.
Well, what's a problem is like we don't have that much opportunity after the noon slate.
Correct.
There's like the Texas game and the Kansas game.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Correct.
Not too much to play with. Let's get into game number 1, where this is going to be gas. Play number 1 in the Big East. Loop, St. John's, Marquette.
We love Marquette.
We love Marquette. We love Marquette.
St. John's nothing to play for, not playing a couple of their guys. A loss probably doesn't affect seeding. Marquette, a lot to play for. Home game, last game of the year, senior day. I mean, it just has all the makings.
Scheduled loss for St. John's.
Yep.
Marquette's winning this basketball game. It is one of our favorite plays of the day. Marquette minus 3.5. We just put $250 on Marquette minus 3.5. Marquette is going to win this game. Marquette is going to cover the spread. This is going to be a scheduled loss for the Johnnies, who have already won the regular season in the Big East. Marquette's going to cover minus 3.5.
Correct.
I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
No, I mean, if they don't, it's gonna be a telling sign for how our day is gonna go.
Correct.
We got a lot invested in Marquette.
We actually have the holy mother load invested in the Marquette.
Simon wants to know how we feel about High Point. I feel like High Point's a wagon.
Dude, the Huss Bus. They are the most fucking well-oiled machine in that conference as they come.
They're playing the Radford Highlanders at High Point, dude. Noon. You don't want to be at High Point at noon on a Saturday.
Dude, also that you don't want to be at LIU.
No.
The Shark Tank.
No.
At noon on a Saturday
Correct.
either. So it's sad for the people who aren't here because Marquette minus 3.5 is the freest play of the fucking day.
Correct. Chad, get in. Drop a like.
Drop a like.
Drop a
If you're in
sub. Share it with a friend. We're begging.
Share it with your neighbor.
Yeah.
Share it with the dog down the street. Let
Yeah.
him fucking piss on it.
Yeah. Not on the porch, though.
Play number 1 is Marquette minus 3.5. It's a guaranteed winner. They're winning the game. They're covering the game. That's how you start a college basketball Saturday. Marquette takes down St. John's. Let's continue on down the line.
Come on. Get hot.
Dude, we're hot. We're hot. We're going to start to get these engining. All right. Play number 2. We have Mississippi State versus Arkansas. Calipari
I'm starting to worry about this one.
at home. I'm starting to worry about it too because it seems square.
It does.
Arkansas just seems square.
It does.
And also, I feel like Arkansas is not a trustworthy team.
No.
But
Big upside.
they lost last Saturday. We took them in a bounce back, and they won on the road versus Vandy. Now it's the final regular season game, which has been an up and down roller coaster for Calipari in his first year with the Razorbacks. I feel like you end the season on a high note.
Yep.
And Arkansas gets the job done today in the SEC. You end the regular season on a high note, Coach Cal. You win this game versus the 25th ranked team in the country in Mississippi State, who I don't fully believe in. Calipari, we trust. In Calipari, we trust.
Right on the bubble. A lot of teams today right on the bubble playing for their lives.
In Calipari, we trust. Give us Arkansas on the money line. We're going to continue through these games because I want to get to all the parlays. So let's go to Vandy, Georgia.
You love this game.
I love Georgia to win. Now the spread's up 5.5. I feel like Vanderbilt is due to get slapped in the mouth. I'm done with Vandy. Tired of Vandy. You take them off that elevated court in Nashville. I think they play a little bit different.
Bench behind the hoop.
Georgia Bulldogs, don't look now, but they're one of the hottest teams in the SEC. And senior day, final game of the regular season at home. They've been sneaking up this conference standings.
Yep.
You get the job done against Vandy today. You roll into the SEC tournament on a high note, on a 5-game win streak. They win this game. I believe they cover the 5.5. Like I said, every game I've watched as of late with Vandy, it's been close.
Yep.
Barn burner.
Sneaky
overtime.
Hot. They were sneaky hot.
Covering. Winning outright. As dogs. Coming back. Fighting. Tooth and nail. Give us Georgia minus 5.5.
I got no problem with that.
Give us Georgia
You
minus
love the
5.5.
Bulldogs today.
Yep.
I feel like put them in money line parlays. Feed families.
Yeah, I don't know if we did enough of that.
No, I don't know if we did.
I
Keep
don't.
rolling.
Yeah. Let's continue on down the line. I'm checking on our parlays here.
Parlay check.
Yeah. We have Marquette and Georgia. Yeah, I'll say it. It's pretty funny. Zona.
Yep.
Kansas. Kansas can't fuck us again.
No.
Kansas cannot fuck us again.
Lawrence on a Saturday afternoon used to be an auto win. Now, I don't know, up from down.
Yep.
Should have won last Saturday. Down 3 in the last minute, 2 possessions. One, they didn't they air ball by about 9 feet. And one, they just threw the ball right out of bounds.
Yep.
This doesn't look like a Bill Self Kansas team.
No, not even close. And all of a sudden I see people being like, buy low on Kansas. Buy low. Fucking team doesn't even wear shoes anymore.
Right.
Well,
I can't believe they're a tournament team, honestly.
Yeah. People are saying to buy low on them.
That's just because everybody, it's a big name.
And Purdue. And Gonzaga. But not so much. Really, I see Kansas. I see people taking Kansas to the Sweet 16.
A lot of people in the Instagram chat liking Marquette, which I like.
Dude, Marquette, please. Fellas, Marquette.
God, is Marquette just going to kill us to start the day? Patino, everybody.
No.
You think you got a scheduled loss with old Uncle Rick?
No. Guaranteed winner. I'm putting my 2 testicles on the line. Guaranteed Marquette minus 3.5. It is the same exact spot, if I did my math correctly, as when Auburn won the regular season conference in the SEC. The following game, they went to Texas A&M. They dropped that game. It is a generational spot today for the Marquette Golden Eagles, coming off a UConn loss.
Yep.
Now coming home on senior day.
Yep.
A St. John's team who just won the regular season Big East title. Now they have to travel to Marquette, a team they already beat. You can't get season swept by the Johnnies.
Every game you're going to lose, it's today.
You also don't want to roll into the Big East tournament and on a 1,000,000-game win streak.
I don't know if they think like that.
They don't. But it's always good to learn from your losses.
It's true.
Late in the season.
It's true. I got a feeling even if they win, Rick will have a good old lesson for them.
Fellas, Arizona versus Kansas. Back to what we were saying. Back on course.
Kansas. We have to take them. It's one of those take them until you can't now switch. You can't get off the train.
One of the hardest things to do in this life is to get off a team who you are consistently betting on who keep losing.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the hardest things to do in this life.
Hey, it worked this week. We faded Auburn a couple times, had to roll with A&M.
It's to stop betting on a team who keeps losing you money so you keep going back.
Correct.
You know? It's like that. It's like going back to a girlfriend who keeps cheating on you.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why you're doing it.
Yep.
But eventually you're due, honey.
I'm not sure I'm aligned on this analogy, but I see where you're
Not
head's
the
at.
girl. Yeah, I mean, the girlfriend, that's just kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But you're due to win a bet if you just keep riding the same team.
I got you.
They can't keep bending you over a barrel.
Keep going.
Eventually the grass has to be greener.
That's true.
You know?
Yep.
In this case, it's the Kansas Jayhawks and future accountant Hunter Dickinson getting the job done.
Maybe Kansas is due to get hot.
If you're not hot, you're due.
Correct.
But there is a difference. The old wise words.
You got to stop with the analogies. Go to the next game.
There's a difference between being due and sucking cock. And Kansas might just suck cock. All right, give us Kansas.
Thank you.
Give us Kansas. Final game here that we will talk about, and then we'll get to all the parlays because we have a tip-off in 30 minutes of one of the greatest noon slates of all goddamn time.
By 2 p.m., you're going to know if you're going to have a great day or a shitty day.
Dude, by 2 p.m., I'm going to be on the fucking roof of this place in my underwear.
Being a Ibiza.
Texas A&M,
Yep.
traveling to LSU. LSU, final game of the season, you got to show some fucking grit. Texas A&M coming off their biggest win maybe ever at home versus the number one ranked Auburn team in the country, one of the great teams that we've seen in the SEC in a long time, probably since fucking Kentucky with Calipari and those fellas. They just beat the number one team in the country at home, College Station. Place was buzzing. We've seen this Texas A&M team go on a skid. They were another team who was in a generational spot who were due.
Yep.
They'd gone on a skid because they were in a gauntlet. Now they have to travel on the road to Baton Rouge, who are also on a skid. However, they do suck. However, we are going to take the points with LSU plus 5.5.
Correct. Have to.
Yep.
Tell them about Everyman Jack.
Everyman Jack. After we win every goddamn bet today, I will be showering with Everyman Jack. The best shampoo, the best soap a man can get after sweating every single parlay. It's a fresh start. It's a fresh scent. And today...
What do you got there? Sea salt?
Sea salt.
Nice.
So after Marquette wins and Georgia wins...
Nice little shower.
And High Point wins and LIU wins and Missouri wins and all these teams at noon. Gonna hop in the shower around 2 o'clock, all sweatied up after sweating these parlays with the good old Everyman Jack. So,
love it.
Everyman Jack pick of the day.
I already put some on this morning.
Dude, you already put some on?
I got the sandalwood, dude.
Sandalwood? Nice. That's awesome.
All right, onward. Parlay?
Yep.
What do you got?
So parlays at noon. Greatest noon slate of all time. We have LIU in the Shark Tank.
Yep.
Marquette.
Yep.
Both money line.
Easy.
$100. So parlay number one. LIU, Marquette, money line. Bang. Parlay number two at noon. Mizzou, High Point, LIU. Bang. Parlay number three. Marquette. What was this? We were going to do Marquette and Arkansas.
Correct.
But what did we switch to?
We got spooked by Arkansas.
Who did we switch to? Mizzou?
We got Marquette, Arkansas, Kansas, Texas.
Yeah. But you, when we walked in, you said your lock of the morning at noon.
Oh, I loved Arkansas and Marquette.
Marquette.
Yeah.
But we did another two-legger.
All right. Keep it rolling.
Well, my fucking...
I know.
I was just looking at the parlay bets, and then my phone died.
I know. That's what happens when you sleep on a couch.
So, Missouri, High Point, LIU.
Correct.
Can't miss. Noon. Parlay. Missouri, High Point, LIU. Can't miss three-legger at noon. Then LIU, Marquette, two-legger. And then Marquette and Georgia, two-legger.
Love it. Those all feel like winners. Are those all? No, those all start at noon.
Yep.
It's going to be a frisky morning.
And then I also love Georgia. Georgia and Missouri, two-legger.
Correct.
Dude, we're not going to miss a bet.
No, we might not. Seems so obvious today.
I mean, literally at noon.
Yep.
At noon. Georgia wins a basketball game. Marquette wins a basketball game. Missouri wins a basketball game. LIU wins a basketball game. And Arkansas wins a basketball game. And High Point wins a basketball game. Those are 7 basketball teams who are going to win at noon.
Who we know are going to win.
It's insane that we know they're going to win. It's 8:30 in the morning.
That is nice.
All those teams are winning at noon.
Well, it's 11:30.
Yep. Well, High Point isn't losing.
No.
And LIU in the Shark Tank doesn't lose.
Neither is Marquette.
And Calipari in this final game of the season isn't losing.
No.
And Georgia, the Bulldogs at home, are going to slap Vandy in the mouth.
Dude, you know what? Wait.
Dude. Marquette could be a hell of a race to 5. I do like Marquette race to 5. What are you looking for?
My Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort?
Now, do we know where that Southern Comfort bottle is? Someone wanted our Southern Comfort so bad that they took it off our shelf. Nice. Nice day for some Southern Comfort, huh?
Dude.
Saturday, you hit all your noon bets, have a little Southern Comfort, mix it with a little lime. Not genuine, but mine. Wow. That's what it says on the back. That's a rhyme. Guys.
Yep. Lime, genuine, mine, Arkansas, pine.
Straight from New Orleans, the spirit of New Orleans.
Nice.
Last college basketball Saturday of the year. Sit down with a little Southern Comfort.
Yep.
You're having a fucking day.
Watch Calipari slap. Watch Missouri
I can
slap.
see Calipari sucking down some Southern Comfort.
Dude, Calipari sucks down Southern Comfort.
All right.
And then our final parlay of the regular season college basketball Saturday is Marquette on the money line. We ended up rolling Arkansas on the money line, so they're just going to fuck us, huh? The one team out of 7 games that we like at noon are going to fuck us.
If Marquette loses, our whole house of cards falls down.
We literally have the fucking house on Marquette. You know that guy who does the divorced dads and pulls the house? We have the house on Marquette. Dude, let me see this. A noon parlay of Georgia, Marquette, Missouri, LIU, High Point. $100, $500. You know, it shouldn't be that easy.
Makes sense to me.
It's not betting if you know it's going to hit.
Correct.
Luke, our final parlay that we placed yesterday is Texas on the money line, Marquette, Arkansas, Kansas. We love Texas in that late game slot on the money line.
Another tough place to play.
Oklahoma doesn't like to win back-to-back SEC games.
You're going to see me taking a lot of home teams today.
Another game that we didn't talk about, but we're just continue on down the board. Duke versus UNC. We're taking UNC plus the points, fellas.
A spread that big.
UNC plus 11 and a half.
And take the home dogs.
I mean, dude, I feel like we're just fucking shooting out winners. Shooting out winners.
They really are.
Belmont plus 8.5.
Belmont looked good yesterday.
Belmont plus 8.5 versus Drake.
They might win.
Dude, they have the best 3-point shooting in the country. So, I mean, UNC plus 11.5 smells like a winner. Belmont plus 8.5 in Arch Madness. Best 3-point shooters in the country. Love that. Going against Drake. LSU lines up to 7.5.
We're going to be rich by the end of the day.
So we have LSU plus 7.5. Kansas moves to minus 4.5.
Trent just hammered Arkansas, Jesse in the chat says.
Oh, gosh.
Scary.
No. Arkansas, the one team we were just talking about who worries us, is now pronounced dead at 8:38 in the morning. Let's see if there's any more late night games. Dude, I feel like you could even get frisky with Drexel.
As the day comes, we're going to have to figure that out.
Drexel, noon, another noon game. This might be the greatest opportunity for a college basketball Saturday noon slate.
Just a 2-hour sprint.
In mankind history.
Correct. Mankind history.
In the human state of mankind history.
I think it's time to wrap this up.
Luke.
Yes.
Monaco. You fudge. Main play of the night.
Yep.
$1,000.
Okay.
Main event.
UFC.
Yeah. Pereira's minus 120. It just simply cannot be that easy.
No.
It simply cannot be that easy to log into BetMGM, click on Pereira, and win money on a Saturday night.
I completely agree.
When has it ever been that easy?
All your friends are going to text you.
Every single kid from fucking one end of this coast to the other end of this coast in this country is logging in to their sports book tonight, hammered, and taking Pereira.
Correct.
On the money line.
Correct.
Bars around this country will be filled with Alex Pereira money lines. It cannot be that easy.
It's not.
Especially in the UFC. You know what this reminds me of? John Jones recently. Everyone was loving the John Jones stuff. He got slapped.
Correct.
It was O'Malley before that, slapped. I don't think people understood, like, when he fought Yuri, it kind of felt like people were like, oh, Yuri's kind of scary. And those odds were way fatter than this. I mean, now this is even line.
It's insane. Gotta take the other guy.
Yeah. We're going to fade Alex Pereira.
Have to.
And we're going to put $1,000. We're going to put $1,000 on it, fading Alex Pereira.
Done.
Because it cannot be that easy. And that there, fellas, you can't just log on to the books tonight and click on Alex Pereira and expect to win money. Tonight, we're putting $1,000 on fading Alex Pereira. It's the Monaco play of the night, the official canned cocktail of the UFC. Luke, it's a very tall task.
When everybody zigs, you got to zag.
When everyone goes left, we go right. It is a very scary thing to do. And you know what else I also do like? I like the over 2.5. I love over 2.5 rounds for the main event of the evening. Luke, this is a moment where we bend and we do not break.
Nope.
We are facing, it is, I mean, I don't want to do it, but sometimes you got to hate it so much that you love it.
Correct.
It's forcing us to fade Alex Pereira. We are forced to fade Alex Pereira, and we're going to put $1,000 on it. It's a horrible idea.
That's right. We're going to be rich after the college basketball slate, so.
It's a horrible idea, but we're doing it. Luke, do we get in Zeke? Bring in Zeke.
Bring in Zeke. Then we'll sign off. Garrett
Gentlemen,
Cole, MRI.
what's going on? How are
We're
we?
doing well.
Yeah, we'll get him a new elbow soon. I'm not too worried. How we feeling though?
We're feeling good, dude. We're fading Pereira, and every one of our college basketball bets is gonna
Okay.
hit today.
I thought that myself. I thought I was also going to sweep the board as soon as I woke up and just got a nice fresh air sniff. It felt
It's
great.
gorgeous.
I'm going to be quick.
Oh, I meant to say Adesanya.
I like to ride these short.
Why don't you correct me?
Adesanya. Why are we talking about him? All right. Anyway, I like to ride these short, small conferences that get hot in the tournament. I don't think Drake's that good this
Yep.
year. Belmont looked fantastic yesterday. They were hotter than hot. They were buzzing on all cylinders. Give me Belmont plus 7.5. I'm hearing way too much Arkansas chatter on my feed and on my stream and just in my airways right now to think that that's
We're
free
so
and
fucked
easy.
on
So you can give me Mississippi State. And then I'm going to go to the co-main event of the evening. You were talking about the main event of the evening. I bet this fight last time. I said, how are you going to give me Gaethje at plus money? I'm looking at this fight right now, seeing Gaethje at plus money. I can't not take it again. I mean, it just makes too much sense. Obviously, he did just get knocked out by Max Holloway. Those knockouts later in your career can change your career, but Gaethje's too much of a brawler for me to not have an answer for a couple leg kicks from Fiziev. So give me Gaethje plus 140.
Hell yeah, dude. Cook.
dude. Fuck yeah, Zeke.
All right.
Yep, love it.
I appreciate the vibes. Give me Mistake, give me Belmont plus 7, and give me Gaethje.
Come on, dude. Love it.
Dude, love it. Locked in, Zeke. Dialed.
Let's get hot. Let's get
hot.
hot.
Let's go to Clute.
Charlie, what are we thinking? You going to take the over?
Charlie!
You want to take the over? That's Uncle Z.
What up,
going
dude?
on,
what do we got? Give us
fellas?
the lock.
Lock, dude.
Where you going, Dunkin' Donuts?
Dude, we actually
We
aren't
just
gonna
left
miss
Dunkin'.
birthday.
We're on our way to pick up some eggs. Guys, the egg thing is a problem. The
Wait,
bird
let me tell you
flu-
something about the eggs, dude. I bought a carton last night because the place I go to was actually flush for once. One of the eggs I get home missing.
Bro's talking eggs.
flat
There's
out
only 11 in the
missing. We're
carton.
not talking
One of
cracked,
them had been
just a
stolen,
missing
dude.
egg.
No, just gone.
That's like somebody they're starting to sell them like Lucy's, right? Like cigarettes.
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
Dude,
All
we're not
right,
gonna miss a college basketball bet today. How about that? We didn't.
Listen,
we're not
dude,
missing.
I'm trying to it's all connected. It's called the economy, Gavin. Wake up.
Correct.
So,
missing eggs, missing bets.
Yeah, exactly. You can't get eggs and you want to take an over. Good luck. But we're gonna look at Missouri. I think the line moved up to -6.5 against Kentucky. I just think Kentucky's a fraud, especially on the road. Like they're gonna get their doors blown off today. I like the over in Duke, North Carolina, and give me the over in Auburn, Alabama. Zach and I talked about it today. Like it's just like that's so high, you just got to do it.
Sit back and take the over.
We literally have a house of cards like resting on Marquette.
Well, that's another spot where we talked about the other day on the Tuesday show when we were talking about Texas A&M and Auburn. It's like they got their 1 seed locked up. They have no reason to play their guys. They need to stay healthy. They got the Big East tournament next week. I mean, if St. John's goes in there and wins that game on the road, it says more about Marquette than anything else. Like,
dude,
completely agree. Rick isn't due for a scheduled loss. I don't think he's thinking like that, but everything else.
I think 2 of the players are celebrating Ramadan too, so you got the fasting piece. You know, who knows?
Yep.
I'm sure you guys already touched on that.
A little race to 5 in the Auburn, Alabama game at 2:30 Eastern. No, that's something.
Race
we
to
did
5?
hit 2 races to 5. Yeah, we did hit 2 this week. Dude.
Oh,
both our
God.
teams
He's found his no-run first inning of college basketball.
Dude,
Look out,
it's actually incredible in March. Dude, unintentionally, we did it against Illinois State both days, and it worked.
Illinois State started slow.
How's Gavin doing? It was a big night last night. Tied one off a little bit.
Yeah, his phone's dead. Didn't get much sleep. Slept on a couch.
Dude, yeah, we're good. We're hot. We're dialed, dude. LIU isn't losing. High Point, Mizzou, Arkansas, Marquette.
Hey, you two, quiet down. I'm talking Uncle Locks. All right, you guys be good. Have a good day. Good luck. Talk to you later.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Well, the biggest bet of the day is fading Pereira for $1,000. That ought to go well. And I love over 2.5 rounds for the main event of the evening. To wrap up, as a recap, LIU Marquette money line, Georgia Marquette money line, Missouri High Point LIU on the money line, Arkansas straight on the money line. We're going to put our faith in Kansas. We're going to put faith in Texas. We're going to put faith in LSU plus 7.5. And fellas, as always, we're going to see you on the other side. Stay tuned to the content.